Hello, it's Clinton again. Happy The Dark Below Day. This was recorded in the morning. It's the first day of the Dark Below DLC expansion. Everyone's excited about this. I was just only able to pop in for about 5 to 10 minutes just to poke around in the tower and just to check things out, see what had changed, and to actually check out the new gear at the vendors in the tower. But before I do that, I just poked around here in orbit. I wanted to look at what's available in the navigation screen for going to your various destinations. So, of course, we still have the crucible stuff, the daily story, but you can see here the weeklies are now taken up with the Dark Below specific strike. So if you don't yet have the DLC, you are sadly going to be left out of your in-game content, so to speak, this week. You're not going to be able to get your strange coins or your additional rewards from doing those two things. And so the Dark Below DLC is now part of the regular rotation, so probably next week, if you don't have the DLC yet, you can still play one of the core strikes as a nightfall or as a weekly. So no worries there. So we're in the tower now, and I made sure to switch back to my regular cloak to take off the new monarchy cloak, because I'm very close to ranking up my Vanguard faction. And everyone's doing this. Everyone made sure to not rank up their various factions in preparation for this DLC, because every time you rank up a faction, you gain a commendation medal or item. And this is required now to buy certain pieces of legendary gear from the vendors. So we're just going to stop by the Postmaster here. He does have a little thank you package for purchasing the Dark Below. It's pretty much cheap stuff. You know, you get some ascendant materials, but we're talking, Destiny portions here, 2 of each of the energy and shards. No big deal. You'll get more of that. There's more of that where that came from. And as you can see here, I have been trying to stockpile my bounties the day before. Unfortunately, I have 4 exotic bounties still unfinished. They're clogging up the works, as well as 2 crucial bounties that I should have knocked out last night, but I just didn't get around to it. I was actually working more on my Titan second character rather than my hunter. And right now I'm just going to do the usual thing of swapping out gear that I have not leveled up yet before cashing in the bounties. So it doesn't get that done. I'm also going to creep ever so close to the next rank for my Vanguard faction. Come on, there we go, one more. Just always kind of compulsively checking my items to make sure that nothing's filled up with XP yet. Oh, we see that my chest has been maxed out, so now we're going to switch to another blue chest piece and get that filled up. Alright, so we hit our next Vanguard rank. So I'm just going to stop there. I only have 1 completed bounty left to sort of pour XP into whatever new gear I end up getting. And so it makes sense to head on over to my Vanguard mentor, otherwise known as Kate 6, who's the Vanguard mentor for hunters. I just do some dithering around here, but here we go. We're visiting with the Hunter Vanguard, and here you see the selection of new legendary gear. Right off the bat, the gloves catch my eye because they're very similar to the gloves I already have. They've got the perks that I'm looking for. Faster reloading speed with hand cannons. Increased grenade through a distance, sure, whatever, that's what I was using before. And then you can see the maximum light is at 33 now instead of 27. And of course, just slight bumps to intellect and discipline once I get it fully leveled up. And as before, you're just going to need ascendant materials to upgrade the latter perks for your purple gear still. And gauntlets, as you can see, do not require a commendation. And the same goes for the boots. Now, you need a commendation for the helms and the chest pieces. And I'm guessing that pattern follows through with the other vendors, whether it's a crucible vendor or one of the optional vendors such as New Monarchy, Future War Cult, and Dead Orbit. The commendations will only be required for the helmets and the chest pieces. So that's actually a huge relief for me. I thought you were going to need one commendation for every purchase of every type of armor, which I thought was a bit of a drag, and it was just a bit too, would have been too onerous. I think I would have still done it, but it would have just been kind of slow and tedious. This is a little bit better. Now, especially when you think about the commendations themselves, it's an item. It's technically a piece of currency, but it's an item that you can stash in the vault, so you can transfer it between characters. Something to keep in mind. All of us have our favorite characters that we use, and we can use our alternates or our 2 alternates to funnel additional commendations to the guy who really needs it. And I had forgot to pick up my Postmaster Package, my reward for actually ranking up my Vanguard faction. And here you see I got my commendation finally, and I am also awarded with a purple chest piece, which unfortunately not for my Hunter, but it's for my Titan, which is great. So I was gonna stash that in my vault, and it's good. I mean, I use the auto rifle of my Titan, and I also use fusion rifles on occasion. So that chest piece is definitely gonna go to be put to good use. And this is the Comedian. I actually bought this a day or two before Bungie made the announcements about the I don't know which announcement it was now, but I hastily purchased the Comedian, which kind of put me under in terms of my marks balance. I typically do not have max out marks every single week, and I really wish I did for this week, since there's so much refresh going on with the gearing. The introduction of this new gear really makes me want to just get the new stuff leveled up quickly. And definitely, I would recommend that if you do have completed bounties, that you just sit on it. And yeah, it's good that you held on it until today. And so you boot up the game and you just cash that stuff in. Hopefully it puts you past into the next rank, so you get your commendation items. I want to call them medals, but they're just whatever. And you have some completed bounties left over, so you can immediately cash those in and pour them into whatever new gear that you purchase. And all of this new gear is gonna, collectively, is gonna be able to take you to level 31 quite easily. So that's all I really wanted to cover in this video. It's a short one, and I can't wait to get in and play some more later today, get some more footage out, and I hope everyone's enjoying The Dark Below. So thanks very much for watching. See you all next time. Ciao.